All right, fans, before we get started with this final game of the regular season, we'd first like to honor the seniors from both teams. First for the Pepperdine Waves. She's a 5'11" forward from Hillside, New Jersey. She wears number 25. It's Yasmin Robinson Baycoat. She's a 5'11" guard out of Medford, Oregon. She wears number 15, Kiari Sleezer. She's a 6'4" center out of Oceanside, California. Number 5, Megan House. Now, fans, making their final appearance at the Child Center are 3 seniors who left their mark on Portland's women's basketball program.
Lisa Kemp spent 2 years on the block, making 52 appearances and 11 starts. She scored a career-high 19 points last season against Willamette, and earlier this year she collected a career-best 9 rebounds against San Francisco. She's averaging about 5 points and 4 rebounds per game in her 2 years, and she recently earned WCC All-Academic Honorable Mention accolades. Kemp is on pace to graduate this summer with a General Studies degree with focus in Communication and History.
Joined by her sister Clarissa and her former teammate Michelle Owens. Ladies and gentlemen, from Schaffensburg, Germany, put your hands together for number 11, Lisa Kemp.
Darian Slager reached the 1,000 career point milestone earlier this season, and she currently ranks 16th all-time at Portland with 1,184 career points. She's also 3rd all-time at UP with a career free throw percentage of .805, and her 87 career three-pointers are 6th most in program history. She poured in a career-high 27 points last season against St. Francis. She buried a career-best 6 three-pointers against Pacific in January, and she registered her first double-double in November. Slager earned all West Coast Conference honorable mention as a junior, and she'll graduate in May with a degree in psychology.
Joined by her mom, Mary, her dad, Dean, and her sister, Peyton. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together from Prescott Valley, Arizona, number 32, Darian Slager.
Julie Spencer became the 25th player in program history and the 2nd this season to reach 1,000 career points when she scored 25 against Santa Clara in January. She enters today with 1,136 career points. She's tied for 3rd all-time at Portland with 736 rebounds, and she's 10th with a .770 free throw percentage. Spencer scored a career-high 26 points in November against Cal State Fullerton. She once pulled down 18 rebounds in a game, and she has 14 double-doubles during her time on the Bluff. Spencer garnered all WCC honorable mention as a junior, and she's received conference all-academic recognition twice. She'll graduate in May with a degree in social work and a minor in theology.
Joined by her mom, Kara, and her stepfather, Barrett. We're close by Henry Weeks, and a whole bunch of family friends in the stands. Ladies and gentlemen, from Chehalis, Washington, the one and only number 23, Julie Spencer. Fans, how about one more round
welcome you to the Child Center on the campus of the University of Portland. It's the final day of regular season basketball here in the Pacific Northwest in the West Coast Conference. Pepperdine and Portland, the Waves 19-9, 12-5, currently sitting in third place in the West Coast Conference. Portland 12-16, 4-13 West Coast Conference play. These teams set to meet for the second time this season as we welcome you into the Child Center. Tom Kolker, Jasmine Dallas, and Jazz, it's senior day. It's always a fun, emotional day here. Three seniors, Lisa Marie Kemp, Julie Spencer, and Darian Slaga. Spencer and Slaga both 1,000 career points for each of them. A nice highlight package of all three players before the game today, but it's going to be a lot of fun. A special day for these seniors.
Absolutely, and they're all three big impact players for Portland. I know that they want to go out with a bang, and especially their last game in the Child Center.
They are in the starting lineups. As we take a look at our starting lineups for today's game, the Pilots will start 5'9" freshman point guard Haley Andrews, 6'2" senior from Offensburg, Germany, Lisa Marie Kemp. Julie Spencer, the 6'2" senior from Chehalis, Washington. Darian Slaga, the 5'9" senior from Prescott Valley, Arizona. And Maddie Malheim, the 5'10" sophomore from Portland, Oregon, in the starting lineup. For the Pepperdine Waves, the 5'10" freshman from Santa Clarita, California, Malia Bambrick, a 6'4" redshirt junior from Oceanside, California, Megan House, a 5'6" junior from Fullerton, California, Barbara Sitongan, a 5'11" senior from Hillside, New Jersey, Yasmin Robinson Baycode, and a 5'10" sophomore from Perth, Australia, Mia Satie. For this Pepperdine team, it all starts with Yasmin Robinson Baycode. She is averaging 20 points per game and 8 rebounds, and is by far the main threat on offense for this Waves team.
Absolutely big impact player for the Pepperdine offense, especially with her assists and her points on top of that. She's definitely going to look to come in and have a big game here against Portland, but as we said, Portland, high emotional game here, so it should be a good night.
Final regular season game of the season, but the West Coast Conference tournament right around the corner, and that's essentially a brand new season, so you want to, if you're Portland, trying to win today, get some momentum building into next week.
Absolutely, and I know I bumped into Coach Cheryl before the game started here. She's watching different games that are going on today, looking at the standings, so that's definitely top of mind going into next week.
I mentioned second meeting of the year between these two teams. Pepperdine an 82-68 win back on December 29th. It was actually Kate Anderson off the bench who led the Pilots in that game with 18 points, her season high on this season. So all three seniors in the starting lineup: Kemp, Spencer, and Slaga, along with Andrews and Mulheim. Pilots in the white uniforms with purple numbers. Pepperdine in the gray uniforms. A little different uniform for Pepperdine than we're used to seeing. Gray with the orange outline and numbers.
A little bit of a switch up there for
yeah, it's like a
it's clean though. I like it.
Like a third kit, as they would say in soccer. House to jump against Spencer. We're underway. Spencer wins the tip, and Pilots control possession, working left to right. Andrews in the middle, Kemp. Finds Spencer. Nice cut to the basket and finish for two.
Senior to senior combo to open up the game. Good patience there by Kemp, finding Spencer diving to the basket.
Spencer was the lone Pilot in double figures in the loss to LMU during the week. She had 16 points. Nice strong move to the basket by Sitongan. Kemp again, trying to leave it for Spencer. The ball takes a deflection. Kemp gets it back around to Slaga. Slaga working off the screen. Looking to drive down the left lane. Shot partially blocked that time by House. And go the other way. 3-on-3. Sitongan. Robinson Baycoat for three. Way too strong. The ball loose and out of bounds. Gonna go back to the Pilots.
Good effort there, chasing down the ball right there. Looks like he stepped out of bounds. Maybe a little bit of a break for the Pilots early.
The team shot 38% back on December 29th down in LA. Slaga. Andrews. Good defense by Pepperdine. 10 on the shot clock as Slaga looking to drive down the lane. Pulls up from 10. Numbers short. And rebound here by Sitongan.
Good shot for Slaga. We've seen him knock that down several times.
Satie driving toward the baseline, cut off. Sitongan now working right wing. Pilots man-to-man defense. Sitongan off the screen. Three on the way from the left wing is in and out, no good from Bambrick. And we go the other way. Here comes Andrews. Spencer, top of the key three. Offensive rebound by Kemp. And
Strong
she's fouled.
rebound by Kemp right there. Good look for Spencer as well. We've seen her knock that down. Both teams showing that they're not afraid to shoot that three early in this game, but strong rebound by Kemp to give Portland that second opportunity.
So Kemp to the line at 67% free throw shooter. Season high 11 points earlier this year against this Pepperdine team. Robinson Baycoat all the way to the basket, and a blocking foul called. Odds were looking for a charge, and the line may have been a split second late.
Strong move there by Baycoat. You could see a lot of that. We talked earlier about how aggressive she is, how she likes to attack the basket, and definitely has a big offensive impact for Pepperdine.
Robinson Baycoat averaging 20 points per game and 8 rebounds. She's a 70% free throw shooter. She also leads the team in rebounding. She's second in steals and blocks. A little bit of everything for this Pepperdine team. She knocks down the free throw.
Absolutely, she gets a lot of shots up too. She takes about double the next person on the team.
Spencer off the screen, the jumper a little short. It's 1 for 5 to start the game. Bambrick trying it up into the middle, intercepted by Slaga. All the way to the basket. A little too strong off the glass. House with the rebound. Both teams a little slow offensively to start this game. Bambrick thought about a three up top. Robinson Baycoat around the perimeter. Satongan for a three. That's way short.
Looks like another step out of bounds there. Portland getting some breaks on that.
So Pepperdine just 1 of 5. Portland 1 of 6 to start the game.
And some of that, a lot of that's coming from your seniors here who might be a little excited. Emotions run high early.
A lot of family and friends in the stands. Nice move by Kemp to the basket with the left hand. Out of bounds to Pepperdine.
Good drive by Kemp there.
Pilots 4-13 in West Coast Conference play. The Waves 12-5. Satie. Cross court. Satongan on the elbow spinning. Robinson Baycoat all the way to the basket. And an offensive foul.
And great defense by Andrews. Both on Satongan right there, but also on the help side to take that charge. Way to step over. Your teammates were looking to help her up, and one of them was standing on her hair.
Kemp going baseline. Kemp reverse layup is good.
And Kemp starting the game off strong offensively. She's gotten some great looks. Took a trip to the free throw line already. Glad to see some shots go down for Portland.
And snapped a 3.5 minute scoreless streak for the Pilots. Satie dribbling across the paint, picks up the dribble, lost it, stolen. Slaga, her second steal of the game. Goes it ahead for Andrews. Andrews driving to the basket. Wrap around pass in the corner of Mulheim. Up top to Kemp. Traveling violation call.
Didn't quite have her feet set there.
J.C. Gordon's going to check in for Kemp. And for the Waves.
And Kemp's got to be excited how she came in.
Rose Flug in the game, now a former teammate.
Great defense here by Slaga.
Steal by Slaga. So Flug just into the game. She wears number 2. She's a teammate with Maddie Mulheim at Sunset. Looks like the Sunset girl team is here in attendance, courtside.
Always fun to have some local kids on the court.
Yep. 2 former teammates going at it. That jumper by Robinson Baycoat is short. Wave just 2 of 9 to start the game. We're tied at 4. Andrews moving it back for Spencer. Has got an opening, lays it up and in for 2.
Good hands there by Spencer. I don't think she was quite expecting that ball at first. Great hands, good find by Andrews.
Flug, Robinson Baycoat, Satongan. 3 on the way from the wing is good. And that's, they use a battle. He's a 5'6" junior, Albuquerque.
First three to go down tonight.
Yep. She's a good shooter, 38%. She's second on the team in three-point field goal percentage. Slager looking to answer it too strong. Tongan, there's Battle. Hit that three, dribbling through the paint. Robinson Mako still looking for her first basket of the game. Ball dumped down low. House turns in the paint with the left hand. Good defense that time by Spencer. Gorsman in transition for the Pilots. Into the paint, blocked by House and draws contact.
Good move there by Gorsman. We've been talking the last couple games about her aggressiveness and how she's helped elevate the Portland offense. And right there, great move. Another trip to the free throw line for the Pilots.
Time out on the court, 4:45 left to go here in the first quarter. Tight ball game early on here on Senior Day. Pepperdine on top, 7-6. You're watching Portland Pilots basketball right here on the W.TV. Bit of a slow start for both teams offensively here. The first 5 minutes of the opening quarter. Pilots just 30% for the field. Pepperdine 29%. JC Gorsman to the line. Gorsman, the sophomore from Las Cruz, New Mexico, averaging 5.5 points per game. That free throw off the mark. Gorsman, a 78% free throw shooter. She had 6 points in the first meeting between these two teams. And that free throw is good, and we're tied at 7. First look at Kate Anderson in the lineup. She led Portland down in Malibu with 18 points.
Slager, good effort.
Almost picked up her third steal of the first quarter.
Slager, she struggled a little bit to find her rhythm offensively, but defensively has been a powerhouse.
Flug's shot off the mark. Here's Anderson. Anderson driving, spinning, turn, shoots. A little too strong. Kept trying to get the rebound. So Tongan comes away with it for Pepperdine. 3 in the corner. Flug, no good.
Good box out by Kempf down low.
Slager leading the break. Slager to the basket with the left hand. A beautiful finish.
Good finish by Slager, finally lifting the lid off for her. Good attack to the basket.
Flug trying to get it underneath that time to Lindsay, out of bounds.
Good defense there by Kempf and Mulheim. But here's Slager once again, just hustle player. The offense will usually come to her. Her defense is all hustle. Then able to finish at the basket on the other end.
Pilots do not have the services of Josie Matz today. Remember, she hurt her knee the last game against LMU, so out for today's game. Kept driving, a little strong on the jumper.
Strong move. She thinks she got fouled there. Good strong move though by Kempf.
Sleazer. Tongan. Lindsay coming out to set a screen. Tongan 13 on the shot clock. His battle. Long jumper from the top of the key is too strong.
It looks like that one's going against Anderson.
It's a tough call.
Tough call for sure, as it's loose ball going for rebounds. You would think she was in front, she had a little bit of position, but tough break for the Pilots right there.
He waves ball underneath the basket. Fresh shot clock to work. 3:02 left to go here in the first quarter. Tongan throws it to half court for Battle. Just beating the 5-second count. Tongan off a screen, passed up the 3. Blue pulls up from the free throw line. The jumper is off the mark. Anderson driving. Leaves it for Spencer. Spencer, jumper from the baseline is good.
Good hit there by Spencer. Good rhythm. She's going to have a big night tonight, too, scoring as she's had throughout the season.
Well, Spencer's been in double figures 25 times this season. Season high 26 points against Cal State Fullerton earlier this year. That's got to be an offensive foul. Push off that time by Battle.
Good defensive effort here by the Pilots. Second offensive foul they've been able to pick up by just being in position, playing solid defense.
Let's get a little smaller. They bring Andrews back in for Kemp.
Kemp having a strong showing today.
He's being aggressive. You gotta like that. Jumper by Spencer. Spencer shooting 43% on the season. Slagle will come out. Mulheim back in. So you have the two former, you can see there in your picture, Mulheim and Flug, the two former Sunset High School teammates guarding each other.
It's always fun.
11-7, Portland on top. 2:20 left to go here in the opening quarter from the Child Center. Mulheim off the screen. And a jump ball. Good defense that time by Tongan.
Tough drive there for Mulheim, as they're kind of sitting waiting for that. Pretty familiar with their Portland's dribble drive offense at this point, and good help defense by the Waves.
Two minutes left to go in the first quarter. Here's Lindsay. The high post driving, lost the handle, and Mulheim comes away with it. Outlet ahead for Gorsman. Gorsman, step back 3. A little off the mark, out of bounds, back to Pepperdine.
Probably not the best shot selection with that break, but you can appreciate the aggressiveness, especially defensively, turning into opportunities on offense. But Portland's going to want to capitalize, because we've seen the Waves go off with big scoring streaks.
Pepperdine just 2 for 11 here in the opening quarter. Sleazer comes it down low. Robinson Baycoat. Jumper is short. She's 0 of 3 from the field. Anderson into the paint. Turns, a little jumper is good.
Good finish by Anderson right there. And like we said last game, she's got one speed. She's going to go hard, and Pilots can definitely appreciate that. Good rise up there.
Blue, 3 on the way from the right wing, is off the mark that time by Sleazer, and Anderson secures the rebound.
The Waves continue to struggle from deep. But Portland doing a good job protecting that inside so that they don't get a good inside presence.
Under a minute to go. Pepperdine just 1 of 6 from three-point range to start this game. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And the turnover that time, Andrews, Spencer not on the same page. First turnover for Portland.
Big difference in the story from their last game. I know that's probably something that was stressed in the practices between last game and this one. He's taking care of that ball.
We had 11 turnovers in the first half against LMU.
It's almost a reverse here.
Yep.
With Pepperdine having 6 turnovers already.
Robinson Baycoat. Safety driving along the baseline. And Andrews, good defense, forces the tie-up. The ball back to the Pilots.
Andrews fired up. You love to see your team fired up like that early in the game, especially a freshman, trying to make sure that this senior night's something special for the Pilots.
Pilots can hold for one shot. They're on top here, 13-7. Here's Andrews, averaging 11.5 points per game. Freshman point guard. Now driving to the basket. Draws the contact.
And almost gets the and one. We've seen Andrews get a lot of and ones this season, so good attack there.
Lindsay picks up the foul.
Talked a lot about Andrews' first step, just quick first step. She's hard to stay with. And definitely a foul there as she drove to the basket.
Andrews misses that first free throw, 74% free throw shooter coming in.
Not a great night from the free throw line for the Pilots. At least not yet, not a good quarter, let's say that.
Nope.
We won't
1
jinx
for
them.
6 from line. Yannicka Two in for the first time, the freshman from Salt Lake City. Andrews goes 1 of 2, the lead is 7. Blue bringing it up the court. Puts up the shot at the buzzer, can't get it to go.
Not a bad attempt though right there.
Pepperdine scoreless the last 5 minutes and 20 seconds of the opening quarter, and after one, Portland on top, 14-7. We're watching Portland Pilots basketball right here on the W.TV. Jazz Pilots playing great defense in that first quarter, holding Pepperdine at just 14% from the field and forcing 7 turnovers in that opening quarter.
Absolutely, just great effort led by our senior, Darian Slaga here tonight.
Slaga 2 steals in that first quarter. Second quarter underway from the Child Center on Senior Day. Flug. Robinson Baycoat is averaging 20 points per game, 0 for 3 in that first quarter. Turn around that time by Sleazer, too strong and out of bounds to the Pilots.
And Pilots doing a good job bringing up those rebounds because Pepperdine definitely going hard, trying to get some offensive opportunities.
Also Pepperdine with that size advantage inside, especially when House is in the game. 14-7 on our score. Spencer driving to the basket. No contact, no call, we go the way. Flug ahead. Robinson Baycoat pulls up from the elbow, and it's good.
Good shot there by Baker, and got to completely understand that she's going to keep doing that, especially in transition.
It's only be a matter of time. Mulheim. Slaga pulls up from the free throw line, partially blocked by Robinson Baycoat. Blue leading the break. Kicks it out. Sleazer. And a whistle. She tried to cut inside.
Looks like one of those tough breaks where tripped over a foot, not intentional, but ends up picking up a foul right there. But it might have been a break for the Pilots. Pepperdine was pushing that transition pretty hard, but little trip there.
Robinson Baycoat fakes the 3. 3 on the way from the wing is good. Battles second in the game. 38% three-point shooter. Andrews draws contact.
Andrews doing what she does best, especially in transition, pushing that tempo, using that quick first step to get past her defender and attack the basket hard.
Going back to that last basketball battle, they credited just a 2-point shot. So Andrews to the line. 1 of 2 down that free throw. Kemp back in for Gorsman. Satongan back in for Pepperdine. Gorsman takes a seat. Gorsman will certainly have a lot of influence on the team next year.
Absolutely.
He's a sophomore, as is the player at the line, Andrews, the freshman point guard. Offensive rebound by Portland. Another look. Spencer into the paint. Takes it back. Andrews driving. Andrews with the left hand. Too strong. Kemp the offensive rebound. Her putback's no good.
And Kemp's doing a good job being aggressive at the basket, but just hasn't been able to put it in.
Lube guarded by Mulheim. Schleiser. Waves keeping it on the perimeter. Robinson Baycoat puts it up from the corner. Short.
Definitely
1 of 5 from the field.
Not afraid to shoot right in your face, though.
Andrews underneath the basket. Looking to leave it for Spencer. The ball's loose, and the Waves come up with it. 4th turnover on the Pilots. Here comes Robinson Baycoat. Flug in the corner. Driving through the paint. .16 on that shot clock. Flug driving, draws a lot of contact, and she will go to the line.
And Flug's been doing a great job pushing the tempo for the Waves. She attacks hard. She looks for her teammates in transition, but definitely is driving hard to the basket. Good take there.
Flug, the sophomore from right here in Portland, averaging 7 points per game. She's 6th on the team in scoring. Down that field. Anderson back in for Pirates. Back in for the Waves. Flug, a 61% free throw shooter coming into tonight. Free throw short. Anderson quickly ahead to Slaga. 15-12 Pilots on top. Slaga trying to get it back for Kemp. Up top to Spencer for a 3. Got it.
Big hit there for Spencer. Such a quick release there for Spencer on that shot. Good find by Kemp.
Spencer 33% from downtown on the season. It's a big one there. Flug the other way. Her jumper is short. Anderson comes away with it. Slaga open for 3.
Oh,
Halfway down and out.
can't get a better one than that one right there. Good shot by Slaga.
Satongan, nice move to the basket, and she will go to the line. No hesitation and found her way through some traffic. Spencer picks up the foul.
Tough break there for Slaga. That shot was all the way down the bottom of the net and popped back out.
Satongan to the line, an 87% free throw shooter. She leads the team in that department. Satongan, good all-around player, 2nd on the team in scoring. She leads the team in assists. She's averaging 5 assists per game. 147 assists coming into today.
One thing she does well with smaller players, you love to see when they're aggressive and you get to the free throw line. You talked about how well she shoots from there.
That's the rear drops for Slaga.
It looked like it wanted to pop out for a second.
Got to drop on senior day, right?
Absolutely.
21-14, Pilots on top. Flug. Robinson Baycoat, quick move into the paint. Ooh, and a late whistle.
Very late whistle. Definitely some contact there, but late whistle, hard break there.
So Robinson Baycoat to the line, a 70% free throw shooter. And off the mark. Oarsman and for Spencer. Tough shooting day for the Waves leading scorer so far. Robinson Baycoat 1 of 5 from the field. 2 of 3 at the line. This is a pair of free throws. Good rebound by Kemp. Slaga for 3. Got it.
Why not? Good shot there by Slaga. Good to see her get her offensive rhythm going. After a tough last home game was a tough one for her, but definitely here on senior night trying to get it going.
Mulheim with the steal. Here comes Slaga. Trying to leave it back for Anderson. Anderson double team, puts up a tough shot. And go to the line. I mentioned with Slega, she was just 1 of 7 against LMU. We're off to a much better start here today.
Finding her rhythm, and we've seen Slega go off and get 20 points almost as quickly as she, within a quarter, you know.
She's 2 of 4 from downtown. Here's Anderson at the line, 68% on the season. Anderson leading the team in steals coming into today's game, also 4th in rebounding. This is that first free throw. She'll be back next year. The junior, Spencer, and Andrews back in for Kemp and Mulheim. Pilots with a 10-point lead, 6:03 left to go here. Opening half from the Child Center. Anderson 0-2. Spencer tracks down the rebound and then lost the handle.
Loses it. Good effort there by Spencer. Couldn't quite hold it down.
The safety back into the game. Well, Pepperdine wearing number 32. Here's Flug. Hands it off to Brambrick. He's playing on the perimeter right now. Tongan double team, kicks it out. Flug open for 3, short. Andrews collects a long rebound. Andrews to the basket, lays it up and in.
Finish by Andrews. One of the best things about Andrews is she's pushing in transition. She's always looking to score, never looking for a foul call. Miscommunication right there, but Pilots get a break.
Safety can't finish. Andrews again to the lane. There's some contact there, no call, we play on. Quick outlet ahead, Bambrick leading the break. Robinson Bayco can't finish. Spencer with the rebound. Anderson in the paint. And call for the charge.
A little out of control there by Anderson. Probably got caught up in the moment, but it looks like they're taking a travel call versus offensive foul, which I'm sure they'll take.
That's a break. Timeout on the court. 5:04 left to go here in the opening half of the Child Center. Portland on top, having a good first half here. 26-14 as Darian Slega starting to heat up for the Pilots here in the first half. Back-to-back threes for the senior. One thing we know about Darian Slega is she can heat up quickly. She's been over 20 points 6 times this season and 2 of 4 from downtown tonight. Portland up 26-14. The Waves are 4 of 22 from the field. This 18%, Portland 38%, and Pilots currently on an 8-0 run over the last minute 40. Flug, long jumper, too strong. Spencer with the rebound.
Big rebound by Spencer right there.
Slega's got a lane, and one. Chance for the three-point play.
Great drive there by Slega. Also great patience by Anderson after having a turnover. That last one finds her teammate in transition. And Slega goes in for the and one. Chance for a three-point play right here. Just talking about her heating up quick.
Slega had 12 points in the first meeting between these two teams. He throws no good. Anderson almost got there. 28-14, all Portland here in the opening half. Tongan, Robinson Baycoat pulls up, long jumper is good.
Good hit there by Robinson Baycoat. You know she's gonna keep letting it fly.
Ball high. Spencer along the baseline. Spencer uses the glass, a little too strong. Great move to get inside. And
good hustle.
Work that time by safety. Tongan, Robinson Baycoat thought about the three. Jumper above the free throw line is good.
You see how she's the leading scorer right there.
She's averaging 20 points per game. She had a double-double, 22 points and 10 rebounds in the first meeting between these two teams. Slega step back three. Off the mark. Pilots up 10. Bambrick, long three, short.
The Waves have struggled from that three-point line tonight.
Slega looking to turn the corner. Jumper a little short that time. And the Waves struggling from downtown tonight. They're 1 of 9.
Both teams showing good defense.
And Baycoat drawing contact from Anderson.
Looks like Anderson thought she had the ball there. But Robinson Baycoat, we've been talking, you know she's going to be that aggressive offensive player for the Waves here tonight. And you can see why. She knocks some big shots down. She's definitely finding her rhythm offensively.
Started every game this year that she's played in. 28th start here this afternoon. Free throw off the mark. We approach 3 minutes to play here in the opening half. Portland on top, 28-19. Here's Andrews. Spencer, long jumper, just off the mark. Quick outlet ahead for Robinson Baycoat. Pulls up inside the three-point line. No good. Robinson Baycoat, 3 of 9 here in the opening half. Gorsman's got a lane to the basket, blocked from behind that time.
Good defense. I think Gorsman slowed up a little bit, thinking she was a little more open than she actually was. Great D by Sleazer.
Driving the basket and a chance for a three-point play for Satagan.
Good defensive effort by Pepperdine to lead to that easy bucket there.
Number 23, Barbara Satagan at the line, shooting 1 for the Waves.
Good hard drive. Oh, I didn't like that call, but she hit it before she went up, so.
Trying to max down the free throw, 70% free throw shooter. Slega back in.
Pepperdine stats don't lie. They said you could look at their stats, you know who takes a lot of shots, you know who gets to that free throw line, and the same thing's been happening tonight.
Pilots are 34% here in the first half, Waves 25%. Gorsman on the perimeter. Here's Slega. Slega leading with 10 points and a turnover. Satagan looking to drive.
Good defense by Gorsman.
Sleazer into the paint, the scoop, and a beautiful finish.
Timeout trying to slow down the momentum of Pepperdine right there.
Just like that, the Waves has cut the lead to 4. That's held a double-digit lead here for a majority of the first half, and now it's just down to 4, and all of a sudden,
absolutely,
the Waves starting to heat up offensively. Pepperdine on a 10-0 run over the last 2:25.
And a lot of that, I mean, Portland's been doing a great job defensively. Good help side. Great finish there by Sleazer. That's a tough shot. If they can make a tough shot, sometimes you got to eat those. But offensively, when Portland does that, great job defensively, grabbing rebounds, getting steals, they got to be able to capitalize on the other end, or otherwise, like we said early on, Pepperdine can go on these scoring runs, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point game.
Gorsman. Spencer. Tough man-to-man defense by the Waves. Talking going for that steal. Slager comes away with it. Slager driving baseline, tough angle, and gets it to go.
Good finish there by Slager. As we said right there, Stangen doing a great job just pushing that tempo, making Portland get back on defense. They're not going to wait for you to get set up. Make or miss, they're pushing it. And that's how she keeps getting to that free throw line.
Talking to the line, the junior from Fullerton, California, second leading scorer on the team. 97% free throw shooter, knocks that one down. 154 free throw attempts coming into today's game.
And that's not the player you want to be putting on the free throw line at all.
87%.
She hasn't missed one tonight yet.
4-point lead. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening half. A little half-court trap here by Pepperdine.
Gorsman almost lost it there.
Gorsman through traffic. An offensive foul called on the sophomore.
A good drive there by Gorsman, but just a little out of control. She got a step ahead. Thought she'd go all the way for it, and Sadie there was in good position.
Robinson Baycoat. Low to the top of the key. Satongan launches. Short on that attempt. Slager through the paint. Her jumper is just off the mark. Waves looking to push. Brambrick too strong at the glass and the ball out of bounds. Will stay with the Waves.
Good job by Gorsman breaking up that offensive rebound.
Spencer.
Just loses the handle there.
The ball worked around to Robinson Baycoat for three.
Pepperdine continuing to struggle from three tonight.
1 of 10. Shot clock down to 10. Slager working off the screen. Throws a lob for Spencer. Lays it up. Can't get the roll.
Great play there. Just needed that finish.
Robinson Baycoat. Satongan works around the perimeter. Brambrick for three. Short. Putback is no good, and that's how the first half comes to an end. At halftime, Portland on top, 30-26. The Waves 24% from the field. Portland at 34%. Marion Slager leading away with 12 points for the Pilots. We'll take a timeout. Come back with halftime stats in the call of the second half. Portland on senior day, up by 4 over the Waves. More Pilots basketball coming up on the W.TV. Welcome back. Second half from the Child Center about to get underway. It's the Pilots on top 30-26 as we take a look at some of the halftime numbers. See Portland the edge in overall field goals. They went 12 of 35. Pepperdine really struggled from downtown, 1 of 11. Pilots struggled from the free throw line, slight edge for Portland in rebounding. But Jazz, really, when you think about it, you look at the last 2 minutes of that first half, Pepperdine closed out on a 12-2 run to get right back in this ballgame. Absolutely,
and a lot of that comes from those second chance opportunities that we've talked about, but majorly on the back of I'm going to mess up her name, Satongan. But getting to that free throw line and picking up fouls from the Portland side, just being aggressive. They're going to continue to push the tempo during the game, and Portland's going to have to be ready for it. That transition defense is going to come up big.
Satongan and Robinson Baycoat, 9 points apiece, lead the way for Pepperdine. Slega had a team-high 12 points. She went 5 of 14 in that first half, 2 of 5 from downtown. It'll be Mulheim, Kemp, Andrews, Spencer, and Slega. Pilots with the ball. Second half underway. Spencer, 3 on the way, and it falls.
Big shot there for Spencer to open up the half.
Spencer now in double figures, 12 points. Satongan on the elbow, spinning into the paint. Runs into Kemp. Jumping from the top of the key is good by Sleazer.
Good defense by Kemp, but good second effort there by Pepperdine.
Slega, a little hesitation, up and under, and finishes at the glass for 2.
Good move there by Slega. That's the Slega that we're used to seeing.
Satongan from the elbow, long jumper is just off the mark. Mulheim outlet ahead of Slega, leaves it back for Andrews. Andrews, nice spin to the basket.
Good move. Good move there by Andrews. And just the play before on defense down here, it looked like she rolled her ankle a little bit, so she's probably grateful for this little bit of a break. Strong move to the basket. You can see her walking a little gingerly on that ankle. She's playing through it, though. Tough kid there.
Just a freshman, averaging 11.5 points per game and 4 assists. And the free throw falls.
Gets the roll. She was going to be frustrated if that didn't go in.
Andrews had just 2 points in the first meeting between these two teams. One of 6 from the field. Second free throw, no good. Here comes Satongan, cross-court pass. Robinson Baycoat driving, tied up, takes it out. Satongan from the elbow is good.
Good defense there on the drive, on the initial drive, but that second chance, good patience by Robinson Baycoat finding her teammate.
6-point lead for the Pilots. Andrews. Spencer off a screen. Dumps it down low looking for Kemp. Kemp. Reverse layup. Good for 2.
Good finish there by Kemp, and she's shown a lot of aggression offensively for the Pilots, being a good option there. Great finish.
Kemp 2 of 5 from the field. Brambrick.
Got some interesting matchups.
Baycoat kicks it out. Sleazer right wing for 3. A little strong. Pepperdine continues to struggle from downtown. They're 1 of 12 from the field. 3-point range. Satongan's floater is good off the glass. Tough shot.
Satongan starting this half off strong for Pepperdine.
Andrews gonna let it fly and hit.
Big shot by Andrews. You don't see her shoot a whole lot of threes, but that's a good one. You'll take them when they give them to you.
He was 16 of 49 coming into the game. Sleazer coming out to the screen. Satongan kicks it out. Robinson Baycoat cutting through the paint, pulls up just inside the elbow and hits.
Great pull up there by Robinson Baycoat. Tough shot.
Now in double figures with 11. Turnover by Portland. Safety in transition.
It's a weird one there. It looked like Darren just lost it going up.
Tongan through the paint with the left hand. Can't finish. Tough angle.
Good rebound by Spencer.
Andrews.
Looked like might have just hit her head there with Kemp. Goes down hard on that screen. Just coming down here. Oh, and looks like just falls right on top of her head. She's a little slow to get up.
The training staff out to attend to Lisa Marie Kemp, the senior who got the start today. Hopefully she'll be okay. Remember, we go back to the last game against LMU, and Josie Matt's out with a pretty severe knee injury. She had a big brace on her leg. We saw her walking around in warm-ups, but wish her the best. But that was, we saw her, she tried to split a screen, go down, and just knew right away something bad happened.
And these are tough, I know, especially, I mean, we're very grateful for all our training staffs across the board in the NCAA, but want to be protective of concussions here.
Sure.
So happy to see her get back on her feet, but might need to take a moment out.
Yep.
Tough loss there for Portland with her going to the bench. Hopefully she can get back in the game. She's had a great game here tonight. And you hate to go out your senior year, your last one in Childs, have to go out due to an injury, but hopefully we see Kemp back in the game.
All right, so it'll be Pilots ball. 6:42 left to go here in the third quarter. We lead at 41-34. Borsman into the game along with Anderson for the Pilots. Borsman up top to Anderson. Anderson in the team at 18 points. Down in Malibu, jumper is good.
Good finish there by Anderson. Nice little pull up.
It averages 5.7 points per game. Second bucket of the night. 43-34 Portland. Bambrick. Robinson Baycoat calling for it. Double team. Fires it underneath. Safety. Good defense by Portland. Mulheim driving to the basket. Lost the handle. It's out of bounds off of Maggie, so it'll go back to Pepperdine. 10th turnover on the Pilots.
And a strong drive there by Maddie, but good defense by Pepperdine to get a hand on that.
Deja Battle back in. She's the only player tonight for Pepperdine to hit a three-pointer. The Waves 1 of 12 from three-point range. Pilots trying to close out regular season with their 5th conference win as they head to the West Coast Conference Tournament next week. Strong move that time by Bamberg. Just couldn't get it to go. Anderson picks up the dribble, looking for options. Spencer. Good work against Lindsay. She'll take the jumper short off the front of the rim. Tongan with the rebound and the foul by Gorsman.
Once again, Tongan picking up fouls, just trying to push that tempo in transition. And Portland want to be smart, get back, but be protective and not rack up fouls too early. It's not the one you want to put on the free throw line.
Nope, not at 87%. Battle off the screen. Lindsay hands it off. Here's Tongan with it. Battle for three. Short. He's 1 of 13 from three-point range.
Good rebound there for Spencer, who's already got 10 on the night.
There's Maddie Mulheim. Mulheim's yet to take a shot tonight. Spencer back for Anderson. She's going to let it fly, and it's good.
Anderson having a great game offensively, just taking what's given to her.
Anderson was 28% from downtown on the season. It's a big one there. And a nice answer that time by Battle. Battle averages 8.2 points per game, the 4th leading scorer for the Waves. Anderson driving, blocked, got it back, and then a jump ball is called. It'll go back to Pepperdine as the 2 and Andrews will check in. Timeout on the court. 4:25 left to play here in the third quarter, and the Pilots with a 10-point lead, 46-36. You're watching Portland Pilots basketball on the W.TV. Pilots back up by 10, 46-36, 4:25 left to go here, third quarter. Spencer and Slaga both in double figures, Slaga with 14, Spencer with 12. It is Pepperdine with the ball. They work left to right here in the second half. Tonga's got a team at 13 points, battle off a screen, tough shot.
Nice hit by Battle.
Ball just hung in the air.
When you're smaller, you gotta kind of get it up there sometimes, make sure it doesn't get blocked.
Good job that time. Battle off the bench on a strong game, 9 points. Strong move by Slaga.
Good backdoor by Slaga, great find. And Slaga just finding her rhythm offensively.
Tongan scored the basket and a foul for Sky Lindsay, the 6'2" freshman.
That's a break there for Anderson. She thought she had a hand straight on the ball there, but great backdoor for Darian Slaga.
Good sign for the Pilots as Kemp returns to the game. And here is the freshman Lindsay, 54% free throw shooter. Pilots up by 8. Andrews feeding Kemp wide open and draws more contact.
Great read there by Andrews. She knew she was going to get picked up. Great play by the Pilots, letting Andrews go left, because we know she likes to finish on that left side, but good find. And Kemp taking another trip to the line as soon as she steps back in the game.
Free throw off the mark by Kemp.
Another look at that find. Great job there by Andrews. No, Kemp wanted to get an one there.
6'4" redshirt junior Megan House back in the game for Pepperdine. That free throw falls. Also back in Rose Flug. 5'11" sophomore from right here in Portland. Who played just down the road at Sunset. Teammate of Maddie Mulheim. Tongan cross-court battle for 3. Off the mark.
Good hands by Darian to pick up that rebound.
Slaga driving. Slaga off the glass. Can't get the finish. It's out of bounds. Back to Pepperdine.
Good try there by Slaga. I know she's frustrated. She usually hits those. But great push there. And you saw Spencer flying in, trying to get a hand on that rebound. Can't fault effort here tonight.
And seniors are working hard. All 3 on the floor right now for the Pilots. Tongan. Here's Battle at the free throw line.
Battle letting it fly. Why not?
Out of bounds back to Portland. Battle 4 of 8, 9 points. That matches the 9 she had in the first meeting between these two teams. That was an 82-68 win for Pepperdine back on December 29th in Malibu. Kemp. Mulheim.
The old high school teammates matched up against each other.
Andrews just inside the free throw line.
Good
Kemp the
effort by
putback.
Kemp. Not under the basket.
Pilots bench wanted a call there. Robinson Bako, a little hesitation. It's loose, and Andrews comes away with it, leading the break. Andrews.
Nice move by Andrews. Nice little Euro step there.
Yeah.
Big
Lead back to
finish.
11.
Every possession mattering as they close out this third quarter.
Robinson Bako.
We've seen her cool off quite a bit.
Flew off a screen. It's a fall. Andrews in double figures with 10 points. Whistle is going to go against Pepperdine.
Good effort there. But what a drive here by Andrews. Good fake and finish at the basket.
Tongan picks up that foul. Pilots ball underneath the basket. We're going to get Anderson back into the game.
And Lisa Kemp coming up big about the rebounds.
5 points, 4 rebounds tonight for Kemp. Here's Spencer. Right elbow, the jumper, no good. Anderson the rebound, back to Andrews, open for 3. House with the rebound.
House just taller than everybody else in there.
Battle cut through the paint, the floater, off the mark, out of bounds to Portland.
And how about House in there mixing it up though? Her height is definitely giving them an advantage.
There's a look at a 6'4" redshirt junior, Oceanside, California. 51-42, Portland on top. 1:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Pilots trying to get that 5th conference win of the season as they head into the West Coast Conference Tournament next week. Another strong take to the basket and 2 more.
Good finish by Andrews. That might be her favorite move, as we've seen her get that drive early in the season a lot.
She had 9 points in the last game against LMU. Double figures tonight.
Another trip to the free throw line.
Pelham Pilots number 32, Darian Slaga, third personal.
Slaga picks up her 3rd foul.
Barbara Sutton to the line.
Sutton to the line. Sutton 5 of 5 at the line.
She makes those with ease. It's not even a question.
87% on the season. And her first miss.
Slaga undersized on that rebound, comes out with it.
Andrews driving. Double team, kicks it up top for 3. Spencer. Flug driving. House putback is good.
Flug continues to push the tempo for her team. She hasn't been able to capitalize very much from a scoring standpoint, but she definitely gave House that opportunity.
First basket of the night for House. Final 15 seconds of the quarter. It's going to hold for 1. Anderson. Andrews. Spencer driving in the basket. Using the glass for 2 more.
Big finish for Spencer going up against this 6'5" House. Way to finish the third quarter for Spencer and the seniors for the Pilots.
Spencer with 14, Slaga with 16, and after 3, Portland on top, 55-45. Fourth quarter action coming up next on the W.TV. Welcome back. Fourth quarter about to get underway from the Child Center. Pilots up by 10. Lee Spencer, a double-double in her final regular season game as a Pilot. 14 points, 11 rebounds. Pilots ball. Fourth quarter underway. Here's Andrews around for Anderson. Portland shooting 42% through 3 quarters. Pepperdine just 30%. Anderson drive, can't finish at the rim. Robinson Baycoat has 11 points. She's averaging 20 per game.
You got to imagine that she's going to be shooting a little bit more in this fourth quarter.
She's 4 of 12. Here she is with the ball. Satongan got a team high 14 points. 10 on the shot clock. Robinson Baycoat turning the corner. Offensive rebound by House. And put back for 2.
Good finish by House. Great defense on the initial shot by the Pilots, but you got to clean up that rebound.
Gorsman cutting through the paint with the left hand. Partially blocked. Tongan right down the lane. Scored the basket and a foul.
And great effort there by Satongan, pushing the tempo, and just another trip to the free throw line where she's been very successful tonight. Pushing the tempo, finishes at the basket, and probably miscommunication there in transition defense by the Pilots.
Tongan to the line. 6 of 7. Makes that free throw, cuts the lead down to 5.
17 points for the guard.
Spencer and Slaga back into the game quickly for the Pilots. Here's Mulheim, who's 0 for 1 from the field, has not taken a 3-point attempt tonight.
Good cut there by Spencer. I know she feels she has a mismatch there that she can try to exploit, so they're going to be looking for Spencer for sure.
Mulheim going to let it fly, and it hits.
Why not Maddie Mulheim?
Her first 3 of the night.
They've been looking for her to shoot more. Great shot there by Mulheim.
See a school record 9 3-pointers a couple weeks ago in San Diego. Hit 8 of those in the second half. Runner by Robinson Baycoat's no good. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Pepperdine.
Definitely going to be physical on the rebounds there. With both teams ready to bang, and that you see as soon as that happens, get Kemp back in the game, get some size for those rebounds.
Tongan will inbound. Here's Battle. House calling for it down low. Tongan into the paint, pulls up just on the free throw line, jumpers off the mark. Play by Spencer. Slaga driving's got a lane, finishes for 2 more.
Great finish by Slaga, just taking advantage of that first step.
3 on the way from Battle.
And Battle.
Just the second 3 of the game for Pepperdine. She's hit both of them as a team. Pepperdine is 2 of 15.
And Mulheim with that answer. That's the type of shooting she was doing when she hit 9 threes. Big shot there for the Pilots.
Mulheim 36% from downtown. To Baycoat, turns the corner, and we go to the line.
And great drive there by Robinson Baycoat. How about Maddie Mulheim with the deep 3? She's definitely
He was
coming
almost in the courtside seats.
Absolutely, definitely coming in. I'm sure she's been told on the bench, hey, we need to get you some more shots.
It goes off the mark. Anderson in for Slaga. Baycoat just 3 of 7 at the free throw line. 70% free throw shooter on the season, but struggling here this afternoon. It's that one to go. Lead is 10 for the Pilots. 7:28 left to go here. Final quarter of the regular season. Kemp thought about it, driving with the left hand.
Good drive by Kemp. That's the 3rd drive we've seen her take tonight. Hard moves towards the basket. See if she can capitalize at the free throw line, but good opportunities for Kemp. That's quite the matchup to drive against, too. Robinson Bako is very athletic guard.
Cuts down the free throw. She's 2 of 5 at the line. Knocks down the second.
Portland seniors having a big game tonight.
Battle. A long 2 on the way. Misses everything. The defense by Andrews. Skip pass cross court. Spencer. Anderson fakes the 3. Andrews driving, kicks it out. Spencer, right wing 3. Got it.
Big shot by Julie Spencer, and all the momentum going in Portland's favor.
Spencer 3 of 5 from downtown. Pilots are 9 of 16. 3-point range. Robinson Baycoat spinning baseline, goes up against a double team. Put back is no good that time by Brambick.
Good hustle there by Julie Spencer to get a hand on that and get that tie up. And great defensive effort. Portland just needs to do that one last step, clean it up, get those offensive rebounds. But how about this shot by Julie Spencer? Big 3 for the Pilots. And all the momentum going in their way.
6:33 left to go. Portland on top, 68-53. You're watching Portland Pilots basketball right here on the W.TV. Portland heating up from outside. Manny Mulheim 2-2 from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Portland on top 68-53. Pepperdine ball. 6:33 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Mulheim got the steal. Great read off the inbounds. And she'll finish for 2.
We just talked about her heating up, and she's definitely looking to be aggressive offensively, but it starts with that defensive effort.
Robinson Baycoat swings it cross court. Scoggins jumper from the baseline, no good. Andrews grabs the rebound.
And Portland doing a good job getting the ball out of Robinson Baycoat's hands.
Andrews driving, steps through, and she will go to the line for 2.
And what patience by Andrews right there. It wasn't a fast move, but it was patient, waiting for her opportunity to attack the basket. We've talked a lot about her maturity on the court as a player, and plays like a senior even though she's a freshman, but knows that pace.
Andrews to the line. 3 of 6 at the free throw line tonight. That was a little strong. Safety back in. Portland on a 7-0 run. An 8-0 run. It's on top. 71-53, trying to get the 5th conference win of the season as they head to the West Coast Conference Tournament next week. Robinson Baycoat intercepted by Mulheim.
And Mulheim with 2 steals already. And once again, Haley Andrews showing that patience, knowing that time is on her side.
Spencer.
Big block by House.
No surprise, House leads the team in blocks. 29 coming into the game today.
Block like that, you wonder if she played volleyball at some point. That's good anticipation there.
Kemp. Andrews wide open for two.
Good find by Kemp as she's run down the court. Big smile on. Great read by Kemp there.
Portland up 20. House from the left elbow. Off the mark.
And all the momentum going Portland's way right now.
If Portland can play like this next week at Conference Tournament, never know.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what was so good is that even if one player started cooling down for Portland, you had another player heating up. We saw Kate Anderson go on a hot run. Maddie Mulheim obviously is scoring big right now. Darian Slager went on a hot run. Spencer. So when you can play like a team and you have all these different offensive threats, they're hard to stop.
Andrews. Andrews 15 points, lets it fly. It went off the mark. Andrews 5 of 10. Slater's runner is too strong.
Mulheim coming up with it again.
Mulheim to the basket. Whistle, she will go to the line.
And didn't finish that one, but also lots of credit to Anderson, who actually would have came up with that rebound had the foul not been called. Good effort there by the Pilots.
Timeout on the court. 4:38 left to play. Portland up by 20 as Mulheim doing work on both ends of the floor. She'll go to the free throw line on the other side of this break. More Pilots basketball coming up on the W.TV. Fans having fun at the Child Center. Portland up by 20 as Maddie Mulheim goes to the line. Mulheim now 9 points all here in the second half, including 2 for 2 from downtown. Knocks down a pair of free throws.
Makes her the 4th Pilot in double figures tonight.
Battles long threes, short out of bounds back to the Pilots. Flew back in for Pepperdine. Spencer, Mulheim.
Teammates matching up, and Mulheim with a nice drive to the basket. Great finish for Mulheim. She's feeling it a little bit.
Battle, long three is good.
Good hit there by Battle.
She's been the only player with success from downtown tonight for Pepperdine. That snapped a 17-0 run by Portland, and Slager for 2 more.
Great pass and finish there by Slager. And Pilots just all wheels ahead. Good hustle. Way to get on the floor by Andrews there. And all the momentum going towards the Pilots right now.
That basket for Slega, 20th point on the evening, so 7 times this season she's been at the 20-point mark or better.
And once again, just quietly racking up points.
Spencer from the elbow, a little too strong. Battle collects a long rebound in the corner, quickly in the near court. With 4 minutes to go. Flug.
Get timeout by
A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
And the Pilots, I'm sure, just seniors obviously leading the charge, just not even from simply an effort standpoint, but obviously from an offensive and defensive end.
You start to look at potential matchups for next week. Right now it looks like Gonzaga and BYU will have that bye on the women's side, as you see that beautiful take by Mulheim. Portland right now 4-13, so they can get their 5th win here today, but Santa Clara at 6-11 will finish ahead of them, but potentially could be looking up into matchups against the LMU team that they saw just the other day here, Pacific, or potentially Santa Clara, the way things could play out.
You never know. They don't call it March Madness for no reason.
And this team can play like they are tonight. They're going to have a shot. Slega blocked that time.
It's a little long for her. Way to track it down, though, and get a shot attempt up.
Monique Andreoli is in for the first time, a 6'1" sophomore. Where's number 11 for Pepperdine? 3 minutes left to go. Pilots up 79-56. Battle. Jumpers off the mark.
Another great rebound by Spencer there. She's got a double-double tonight.
The strong finish, the freshman from Salt Lake City. Waves, meanwhile, coming into today, as that jumper is good by Sleazer, in a 3rd place tie right now with St. Mary's. With 12 conference wins on the season. The 2. Slega turns the jumper, a little strong.
Just off the mark there for Slega.
Long 3 on the way from Battle's no good. Spencer another rebound.
And Battle's continuing to let it fly. She's continuing to battle.
Battle's battling. 13 rebounds for Spencer. Slega long 3. Spencer, that's good.
And Spencer just getting whatever they want. And Coach Sorensen subbing in her seniors to finish the game here. And as Spencer goes to the bench after a big 3. Very good career here for Julie Spencer at the Chiles Center and throughout her career at Portland.
Spencer leads the game with 20 points. 13 rebounds. First jumper that time, Andreolo. And Gorsman going to come in for Slega, who will get a big hand. Slega 20 points. So how fitting is that Slega and Spencer finished with 20 points each?
Absolutely, and Slega had a magnificent career here with the Pilots. Great way to finish your last home game. And the great thing about Slega is she started off tonight a little slow, but she showed it on defense and got her team going from that perspective.
Kemp driving. Nice feet underneath, reverse layup. A little strong by K2.
Kemp with the drives today. She's just killing it.
And Kemp get a nice ovation as she exits for the final time.
And Kemp had a great game tonight. Played big for them on the rebounds, offensively. It's a great senior night for the Pilots.
1 minute left in regulation. 1 minute left in regulation.
Less than a minute to go. Portland up by 24. Draws jumper, no good.
Pilots, as they close out this game, get ready to head out to Vegas. Have a lot to be proud about going out of the regular season.
Got 10 on the shot clock. Spinning in the paint. And just fouled.
As you see the seniors go to the bench, you can also talk about a lot of youth that they have on the court right now and the bright future that Portland has. Obviously, they're still finishing out this season here with the tournament coming up, but a lot of young stars on this team.
Got 2, that free throw a little off. Anderson, Elena Likes checking in. Christina Woolridge for the first time as well. So you're seeing a lot of players that will feature next year for Portland on the floor, including Kaitu.
Christina Woolridge checks in.
Woolridge in for Kaitu. Final 25 seconds from the Child Center. Sleazer, right wing 3 is good. Just the third three-pointer for Pepperdine tonight. They're 3 for 20.
And lots of credit goes to the Pilot defense here tonight, coming up with 7 steals on the night. Great defensive effort. They got the ball out of Robinson's hands and made her have a tough game, and it came out to be a successful night for the Pilots.
We're away for the seniors to end it. They get their 5th conference win of the season. They win by 22. Slagan and Spencer, 20 points apiece. Kemp, a lot of energy and hustle. And Portland now heads into the West Coast Conference tournament with some momentum.
Absolutely, and they're going to need it. They got a tough conference tournament coming up, but they can do some big things. They come prepared, ready to go. They had a tight game against BYU we saw earlier this year. They've put up some big challenges, but they've also shown that they can handle a lot. So it's up to the Pilots and what they want to make of this season and how they come out. It'll be a fun time in Vegas for them.
I think we're going to be joined by Julie Spencer. Julie Spencer joining us. Julie, first of all, congratulations. What a senior day for you. You could have gone any better when you were thinking about it prior to the game?
This is all I wanted. It was just this win on senior night. So it was a great way to go out. 20
points for you, 20 points for Slago. What's it been like to play with her these past 4 seasons?
Really special, yeah. Darian and I have a great connection. Honestly, she's a great player, and I don't know, she does great on the court. I don't know what to say. She's just a player, and it's awesome to play with her.
Strong win for you all to close out this regular season. Momentum now going into the West Coast Conference Tournament?
Yeah, honestly, the last 2 games we kind of were in a little slump, and we just said, you know what, tonight let's leave it all out there. Let's just go and let's fight hard and let's see what happens. And it was great. So going into conference tournament, there's a little bit more confidence on our backs.
Well, congratulations, a double-double for you, 20 points, 13 rebounds, playing in front of a host of family and friends here on Senior Day. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, Julie Spencer joining us here in a postgame. The Pilots a big win, 85-63, as they close out the regular season with their 5th conference win, and they have some momentum now heading in to West Coast Conference Tournament. Final score from the Child Center, the Pilots 85, Wave 63. For Jasmine Dallas and our entire crew, I'm Tom Colker. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend, everybody.